Mabuhay and welcome to the Wake Up in the Philippines mini-themed roadshow. I'm Micaela Ochoa of the Philippine Tourism Promotions Board, and I am your virtual tour guide for today. So, we missed you. Prepare to feel very excited to come back and rediscover the Philippines in the new normal. This morning, allow us to share the beautiful destinations, fun activities, and of course, the new health and safety protocols in Central Luzon, Baguio, Ilocos, Palawan, Batangas, and Bicol. Without further ado, let us begin our journey and wake up in the Philippines.
Welcome to the Cagayan Valley region, your islands and valley of fun. The region is blessed with an abundance of mountains, hills, valleys, and pristine rivers. Be one of the first to explore our beaches and forests, full of exceptional flora and fauna. We are historically blessed with a cornucopia of cultural products, from food, pilgrim churches, and festivals. Our natural settings will quench your desire for adventure and nature tourism. From the island province of Batanes, the valley provinces of Cagayan, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, and Quirino. Come and experience the bountiful Cagayan Valley region. Up north in the Philippine Islands is Region 2, your islands and valley of fun.
Given the unique geographical location as the region with valley and islands, it is endowed with all the basic prerequisites for a perfect holiday. Fun in the valley and islands could easily be the catchphrase of the region, with all the compelling reasons that will drive you to see and explore what it has to offer. Varying from mountain ranges in Sierra Madre, picturesque sand beaches in Santa Ana and Calayan, limestone caves in Casibo, Nueva Vizcaya, to vast tracts of dense tropical rainforest in Isabela. It has innumerable natural treasures to discover, from rolling landscapes in Batanes to dreamy beaches and crystal waters across the coast of the region. Cagayan Valley in northern Philippine Islands region will give you scenic views where the sky, the sea, and the hilly landscape conspire together, bringing forth what seems to be a painting come alive. The region is a complete ecotourism destination. It boasts a range of natural attractions ideal for outdoor sports and recreational activities, whether it be on land, on water, or up in the air. The vast and fertile agricultural lands in Cagayan and Isabela produces an array of crops, with corn and rice being its top harvest. Religious faith, brought about by Christianity during the Spanish era, established the pilgrimage structures and distinctive colonial churches, such as the San Vicente Ferrer Church in Vizcaya, St. Matias Church and San Pablo Church in Isabela, St. Peter Metropolitan Cathedral in Tuguegarao, St. Philomen Church in Cagayan, and San Carlos Borromeo Church in Batanes. A vibrant diversity of culture and heritage fills the region with a rich history and a harmonious mix of ethnicities, made up of Petawes, Ilocano, Banag, and Gatang. An array of delicacies and specialty cuisines that are truly delectable can also be found. Colorful events and festivals are showcased in different parts of the region all throughout the year. This is Cagayan Valley in Northern Philippine Islands region. Your islands in Valley of Fun.
Today, I woke up at the edge of the world, where time can't reach. Tiny houses stand untouched by the present. Rolling hills drop off to whom knows. Customs are a little different here. Even the fashion is extraordinary. Every corner stands another wonder. Our own little world away from it all.
I woke up to my own adventure book, having no idea what was up next. Each page was different. Every chapter, a new surprise. All I could do was go along for the ride. Trust my gut and let the story unfold. Because here, the best travel plan is to make no plans and just let life happen.
Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to present to you my beloved region, Central Luzon. Central Luzon is the only region that meets both east and west of the country. It is an all-round destination with great diving, hiking, bird watching, surfing, and sporting activities. It has a variety of landscapes to explore, beaches to relax on, urbanized cities to wander around, historical attractions to take you back in time, pilgrimage sites to connect you with your faith, and cultural destinations to introduce the way of life of the communities within the region. The diversity of the region's cultural resources is evident on the existence of festivals, folk arts and crafts, cuisine, historical and archaeological sites, and its indigenous people. Central Luzon is composed of 7 provinces: Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Tarlac, Pampanga, and Zambales, or from A to Z. We also have 4 Freeport zones, namely Clark Freeport Zone, Subic Bay Freeport Zone, Authority of the Freeport Area of Bataan, and the Aurora Economic Zone and Freeport Authority. The region is considered the gateway to the Northern Luzon regions and is accessible by land, by sea, and by air. Once travel restrictions are lifted, I'd like to invite you to experience Central Luzon and fly through Clark International Airport, your gateway to more. More destinations, more choices, more adventures, and more to look forward to with the upcoming opening of its new passenger terminal building. Clark's strategic location makes it a natural gateway to the Asia-Pacific region. It is only 2 to 4 hours away from Metro Manila and the key cities of the region. It is also the most suitable airport for travelers wanting to avoid the busy streets of Manila. Currently, because of the pandemic, we only have 2 domestic flights at Clark International Airport. We are looking forward to additional flights once the new terminal building begins its operations this July 2021 for domestic flights and this September 2021 for international flights. Even so, we took this as an opportunity to connect and tie up with other regional offices. I am proud to present to you our 2 travel bubbles which we will be launching this year. The Clark Bohol via Cebu and Clark Busuanga in Coron, Palawan travel bubbles. Through the creation of these travel bubbles, we hope to gain back the confidence of our local travelers to patronize domestic tourism and stimulate travel by air, boosting tourism in these areas. Our office did not stop in auditing new tourism products for you, our tourists. I would also like to share with you some of our tourism circuits that are in the pipeline this year, such as the Seoul Circuit. This aims to develop a new domestic tourism product covering 3 adjacent destinations that form part of Mega Manila, thus promoting inter-regional tourism. We have the Farm, Food, and Pilgrimage Tours in Tarlac and Pampanga, an inter-province linkage of gastronomical flavors of Pampanga, the culinary capital of the Philippines, with the iconic Monasterio de Tarlac and glamping experience at Modita in San Jose, followed by the breathtaking views of Dueg Capia Quentalna in San Clemente. We will also be creating the Eco and Adventure Tours in Nueva Ecija and Aurora. Towards the east side of the region, countless adventures and nature experience never ends in Nueva Ecija and Aurora. For our wine lovers out there, Tourism is also an emerging offering in the region. One product we are proud of is the Don Benito Sweet Potato Wine of Moncada, Tarlac. We know that biking is in nowadays, which is why a guided bike tour will be developed in our biking destinations in the region. Lastly, we will also be conducting a cultural mapping of World War II historical sites in the region, which will be used as a walkthrough of the important events about the World War II surrender sites. These are just some of our tourism circuits which will help highlight the interrelationships and common tourism opportunities among the destinations, especially at this time of pandemic. Before I end, I hope that once travel restrictions ease and you are able to visit the Philippines, you will come and experience Central Luzon. From east to west, experience nothing but the best. On behalf of the Department of Tourism, Region 3, we say, Mabuhay! Maraming salamat po.
So, That was a quick overview of Central Luzon. Just a little trivia about the region. Pampanga is actually the culinary capital of the Philippines, and their most famous dish is called sisig. Sisig is a sizzling dish made from minced pork with onions, lime juice, and chili peppers. So whenever you visit the Philippines, make sure to give it a try. Now let's continue our journey to the next regions, Ilocos and the Cordilleras.
Today, I woke up in a historic playground where fun dates back to the 16th century. Things are pretty old school here. Really old school. We get our thrills in a giant sandbox and spend all day playing in the water, where adventures come by the hundreds. This is a place where time stands absolutely still. But we can never seem to.
What if I told you that out of the 7,641 islands in the Philippines, there's one place to see 100 of them all in one go? Come find me in Pangasinan. Everywhere you turn lies a unique surprise. Nature becomes your umbrella, and the death pool gives a surge of adrenaline. Next thing you know, you're making your own salt. It's time to find the one. The thing about adventure is, it's like a game of hide and seek. There are hidden wonders behind well-known destinations. You just have to know where to look. So come find me in La Union. To find the one experience that you want. Surf your heart out with the locals. And make nature your playground. Are we in Santorini? Or Tuscany in Italy? Who will stay with you even if you fall?
When you visit a place, you make sure that you look at the culture, you learn about it, you know about their history, and you have to taste their good food, aside from looking at their tourist attractions.
So when you feel lost, have a little faith. Take a deep breath and travel. They say it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. What if one day you woke up to find out that you've been brought back in time? But guess what? You're just in Ilocos. It's the one place with a charm of vintage. Like historic landmarks with 1,000 stories. But also innovative from every perspective. Here, you travel and not just take a tour. Experience culture and immerse in nature. How do you like my new friends? Everywhere you go, there's a good place to eat. Local goodies and delicacies, from savory to sweet. Experience the one throwback you'll remember forever. Then again, there's still a whole region to discover. Feeling lost? Then it's time to go up north. 'Cause that's where you'll find me, in Ilocos Norte. Everywhere you go, it feels just right. Explore the land of nature and culture. But at the same time, a land of extreme adventure. Here, you don't just surf on water, but on sand dunes in a desert like no other. Don't forget to say hello to the 100 or so windmills too. And venture into rock formations that are out of this world. There's art with heart, made by hand, and made with love.
Welcome to
Where exotic food and local drinks will excite you. The same way, I'm excited to meet you.
I woke up inside an artist's dream. Where the paintings dance with every brushstroke, and works of art span from floor to ceiling. I witness masters at their craft who transform even the ordinary into exceptional. Confections came in more colors than I could imagine. And a creative escape waited around every corner.
about witnessing the mountains and clouds meet that awakens the inner romantic. In the Cordilleras, the scenery begs for introspection, making it the perfect destination for soul-searching. But making the first step in this journey proves that it's a lot more than that. It's a place for family, friends, lovers, and you. It's a place where you can replenish your soul, rejuvenate your body, and rekindle your love for adventure. It's a place where you can find yourself over and over again. The Cordillera Administrative Region is a landlocked mountainous area in Luzon that holds some of the Philippines' most sought-after travel gems. Our highlands are a sight to behold. Brimming with interesting customs, the Cordilleran Highlands offer a unique and eye-opening experience to travelers of all ages. CAR is home to the Cordillerans, the collective name for the various indigenous tribes of Abra, Apayao, Benguet, Kalinga, Ifugao, Mountain Province, and the chartered city of Baguio, the famed summer capital of the Philippines. More than this, nature offers the ultimate spiritual awakening. Scream at the top of your lungs at Echo Valley. Immerse yourself in the caves of Sagada. Commune with peaceful surrounds at Lake Danum. Enjoy the breathtaking views at Dupag Rock Formations in Marag Valley, Apayao. Or await the sunrise at the height of a long hike through Casamata Hill National Park in Abra.
Tupay dato kakabagya na agab-abol ta nababalo nga ay.
The Cordilleras is also a melting pot of indigenous art. At Masfere Inn in Sagada, owned by the late father of Philippine photography Eduardo Masfere, travelers will find an expansive collection of photographs dating back to the 1930s covering the daily lives of the tribes. It is also here that everyone can partake in an age-old custom of storytelling, while getting a foot acupressure massage, which was and is how the locals do it, to ensure that their tales are kept alive from generation to generation. Explore Abra, the bamboo capital of the Philippines, and meet Teofilo Garcia, the tabungao hat maker of San Quintin, and his unique katukongs, weatherproof hats made of upo, or get a one-of-a-kind traditional tribal tattoo, courtesy of famed Kalinga tattoo artist, the last Mambabato, Wanghon. A trip to the Sagada Pottery and Training Center would reveal the finest local clay crafts, showcasing the artisan's creative, gentle, and detail-oriented nature. You can even try it out for yourself. And if you want to take your immersion one step further, why not harvest your own vegetables at the Benguet Eco Agritourism Farm right in the salad bowl of the Philippines? Meanwhile, the country's summer capital, a classic destination for both locals and tourists, continues to elevate its offered experiences. A creative hub for locals, Baguio City is a UNESCO creative city and home to artists and artisans passionate about sharing their crafts and folk arts. The Tamawan Village is a great place to view indigenous art and architecture. Ililikha, created to give local artists a source of livelihood while they create their respective masterpieces, is an interesting hangout and dining spot with lots of photo-worthy locations. Design enthusiasts can shop at wood carving centers and bring home a piece of the Cordilleras to display in their homes. And fans of artist Ben Cab can enjoy a day at the famed Ben Cab Museum right at the heart of Baguio City. Finally, no trip to the Cordilleras would be complete without a visit to its UNESCO World Heritage Site, collectively known as the Rice Terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras. A wonder of design, engineering, and agriculture, they may very well be stairways to heaven, leading travelers to some of the best views of the mountains, plains, and sunsets. This is where you find adventure. This is where you find tranquility. This is where you find joy. You can even find love in all its different forms. This is where you find yourself. Find yourself in the Cordilleras.
Thank you for visiting Ilocos and the Cordillera. Did you know that Baguio is called the summer capital of the Philippines because of its cold climate all year round? From the northern part of Luzon, let us now head to the southern part of Luzon to one of our most famous tropical destinations, Palawan.
Once I woke up in a hidden place. Paradise unlike anything I had ever seen, and not the kind from fantasy, but one you could really sink your toes into. I walked beaches few had ever walked before, while the waves whispered their secrets. This place was my buried treasure. And even though I couldn't stay forever, the story of the islands never leaves me.
you enjoyed our quick beach holiday in Palawan. As you may already know, Palawan is home to its very diverse tourism activities such as diving, cultural experiences, trekking, hiking, and other kinds of adventure. Our adventure doesn't end here yet. We still have 2 more regions to explore. So let us now head on to Batangas, which is in Calabarzon, and last but not the least, Bicol region.
Thank you for this opportunity to present the tourism situation of Calabarzon. For starter, where's Calabarzon? Calabarzon region is composed provinces of Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon. We have major gateways, the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and the Batangas International Port. We have 3 initiatives to develop and market the tourism product of the region. Number 1, to promote positive image and ensure the safety and security of tourists. Number 2, full support for emerging tourist products, such as farm tourism sites, ecotourism sites, culinary centers, and educational tourism. And lastly, to develop tourism circuits and travel bubbles, looping cluster municipalities and connecting travels to cluster provinces. So what is our major strength? The diversity of our assets account for our revenue generation and number 1 position in domestic visitor inflow. Major reasons for visiting the region are heritage and historical sites, hot springs, beach holidays, diving, trekking and mountaineering, health and wellness, pilgrimage and faith tourism, cuisine and delicacies, farm tourism, ecotourism, our closeness to Metro Manila, which accounts for 65% of our visitors' arrival, and our advanced stage of infrastructure, linkages, and accessibility. For our tourism products, we have 5 major tourism products. These are sports and adventure, culture and the arts, faith and pilgrimage, farm and ecotourism, sun and beach destinations. For Cavite, the key tourism products are history and culture and the arts, health and wellness, sports and adventure. For Laguna, key tourism products are culture and the arts, farm and ecotourism, sports and adventure. For Batangas, the key tourism products are sun and beach, ecotourism and wellness, as well as sports and adventure. For Rizal, key tourism products are culture and the arts, ecotourism, and sports and leisure. For Quezon, the key tourism products are faith and pilgrimage, nature and ecotourism, culture and the arts. Our priority tourism circuits under the Green Corridor Initiative of Calabarzon are: number 1, the Metro Tagaytay Tourism Circuit, which includes the city of Tagaytay, Maragondon, Silang, and Alfonso. For Laguna, the Buhay Laguna Tourism Circuit, San Pablo City, Rizal, Nagcarlan, and Liliu. for our Bayside Tourism Circuit in Batangas, Nasugbu, Calatagan, Taal, and San Juan. For the province of Rizal, the city of Antipolo, Angono, Taytay, and Cainta. And lastly, for Quezon, the Reina Tourism Circuit, include the municipalities of Real, Infanta, and General Nakar. And to give you a more detailed spectacle of Calabarzon, let's watch the video.
I woke up while nature was sound asleep, so I could marvel at its kingdom. I strolled through its lush gardens and saw every little wonder up close. Here, you can dance with giants, discover a feast for the eyes, and a feast for the appetite. Walls that hold heroes' stories told me of their bravery, while sacred places blessed my journey. I roamed places that stood the test of time, and others that were there since the beginning.
Daw sa Indogapos. Good day to everyone and welcome to exciting Bicol. We're very happy to be part of this great 2021 ASEAN Travel Festival for the opportunity to present the tourism offerings of our region. The Bicol region is a sprawling peninsula located at the southernmost tip of Luzon landmass. It is made up of 6 provinces, namely Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Catanduanes, Albay, Masbate, and Sorsogon, and the 7 cities, which are Iriga, Naga, and Camarines Sur, Legazpi, Ligao, and Tabaco in Albay, and the cities of Masbate and Sorsogon. Bicol is accessible by air, by land, and by sea. Traveling by air is served by Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific Air. Legazpi City Airport in Albay and Naga City Airport in Camarines Sur are the main gateways, with daily domestic flights from Manila to Legazpi and from Manila to Naga. Other airports are the Masbate City and Virac in the island provinces of Masbate and Catanduanes, which cater to Manila-Masbate and Manila-Virac routes. And here's an important update. The Bicol International Airport will soon be completed and projected to be operational early next year, which means more routes to be opened and direct international flights to look forward to. Travel by land is another option. Bicol can be reached in more or less 10 hours drive from Manila in deluxe and business class air-conditioned buses. But for now, public land transport operations are very limited. Travel to Cebu from Masbate and to eastern Visayas and Mindanao from Matnog, Sorsogon via the Nautical Highway are served by ferries that are operating at 50% capacity. So why choose Bicol? Bicol is teeming with cultural bounty and natural beauty, and our destinations are epitomes of fun, adventure, and excitement. Enjoy the ATV adventure ride along the trails of creeks and lava at the foot of one of the most beautiful, almost perfect cone-shaped volcanoes in the world, the Mayon volcano, and be awed with the scenic view. Try wakeboarding at the Kamsu Water Sports Complex, tagged as one of the best cable parks in the country. Swim and have a close encounter with the world's largest fish, the whale sharks of Donsol, or locally known as Putandi. The whale shark interaction activity here is a model of ecotourism best practice. Explore island hopping at the pristine waters of Caramoan, home to the Survivors TV series, a globally recognized reality show that hosted the seasons for France, Israel, Turkey, Netherlands, to name a few. Experience the diving at Manta Ray Bowl at Icao Island, one of the most interesting dive spots in the country. Play along the lengthy stretch of white sand beach of Calaguas and enjoy nature at its best. Surf at the majestic waves of Puraran Beach, one of the top 10 surfing circuits in the country. Relax your mind and spirit with a tranquil view of Luzon Lake, dubbed as the Switzerland of the Orient. Bicol is a haven of great culinary experience. We are known in the country for our hot, spicy, and coconut milk flavored dishes such as Bicol Express and Pinangat, the crispy and tasty pelinat candy delicacies, and the phenomenal chili flavored ice cream. Bicol is likewise a high potential MICE destination in the country, with the cities of Legazpi and Naga in particular. Legazpi City had hosted international events such as the UNWTO Officers Meeting and the Pacific Asia Travel Association Forum, aside from other national conventions hosted by both Legazpi and Naga cities. Shopping for souvenirs can be best enjoyed in Bicol. Our locally, creatively, and carefully crafted native handicrafts such as the abaca or Manila hemp bags are of export quality. Finally, Bicolanos are warm and hospitable people. With safety as our top priority, we make sure the travel here is both safe and enjoyable. We take pride in ensuring visitors' wellness with the imposed health and safety protocols established by the Bicol Interagency Task Force for Emergency and Infectious Disease, Department of Tourism, and our local government units. For more information of the Bicol destinations open to local and domestic tourists and of the travel requirements, please visit our website at www.bicoltourism.ph and our exciting Bicol social media accounts at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. In the meantime, here's a video presentation, something to look forward to when you visit exciting Bicol Zoo. Diyos mabalos, thank you, and mabuhay.
I just woke up in a non-stop action scene where we're always at the edge of our seats, defying gravity one moment to communing with giants and getting lost in the lights the next. After feeling the heat, and I mean really feeling the heat, we finally regained our balance. And found our epic finale.
And that ends the first part of our mini-themed roadshow session today. We hope that you had a fun and exciting virtual tour of Luzon, and we also hope that you join us again tomorrow for the next part of our tour, Explore Visayas and Mindanao. Thank you for staying, and we hope that you consider visiting the Philippines again soon. Mabuhay!